Yes, sir. It's the 9 to 5 Sports, guys. It's your boy T.
What's happening? It's your man TJ.
It's your boy Nam.
And it's episode 49. I thought it was episode 50, but it's episode 49. How y'all doing today?
Great. Doing good, man.
Doing well, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to your B-Day, dog.
Yes, appreciate you. Appreciate the B-Day love.
Trey 5?
Trey 5.
KD.
Trey Pound.
KD.
Cam Newton. Cam Newton threw at Auburn's pro day. He's trying to make another comeback. I don't know who got more comebacks, Cam Newton or Michael Jordan. But Cam Newton is trying to make another comeback. He threw at the pro day. I mean, he looked good against air, of course. But what are your thoughts on now? Do you agree with Cam saying that there's not 32 quarterbacks in the league that's better than him?
I disagree.
32 that's better than Cam?
Yeah.
I disagree.
That you disagree with there being 32 quarterbacks better than him, or him being one of the 32?
No, I disagree with there are 32 quarterbacks better than him. Now, a reason why I say that is there's 32 quarterbacks that are currently on the roster playing. You're not. So
I mean but that's not saying much because Baker Mayfield's on the roster.
But he's
so
playing.
Sam Darnold.
But he's playing. Cam Newton's not in the league.
Yeah.
Behind this picture, you see the NFL shield. You don't see a team on there. So
yeah. I think with Cam, it's not that he can't be on the team. It's that I apologize. I had the game in the background.
no, you good.
It's not that he can't be on the team. It's just the simple fact of Cam's aura, and Cam wants to be a starter. I think he could be on any team. It's just that he just want to be a starter.
Yeah, he could be on a team, but the starting days are gone.
Yeah, but him saying there's no 32 better than him, that's a starter.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He ain't say 64.
I mean, former number one overall pick and MVP. I don't think he'll ever say that.
But he can't. He's not a starter to me no more.
I agree. The last we saw Cam, he wasn't a starter.
I mean, the number one overall thing is history now. You 13 years in, that's gone.
Yeah.
So that accounts for 5 years, your first 5 years.
Yeah.
So being a number one overall pick is irrelevant to me. Is that you had 2-3 surgeries on your shoulder?
Yeah.
And you never actually been accurate. He's strong with the ball. He can throw it long, but being accurate with it, you know what I'm saying? That's been his problem.
Now, the two teams that he can start for is the Carolina Panthers and the Falcons, for sure.
Oh, he can go play with the New York Jets.
Nah, man, we about to get Aaron.
Whenever that happens,
Yeah.
so he's available. He can go and play for y'all now.
Cam has done everything he can in Charlotte. I think it's time for him to move on.
Move on, yeah.
He can go home to Atlanta and do what he need to do there.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And
They're looking for a quarterback.
Play what for his high school team? Throw the ball to some high school players. I think look. Sometimes you're just gonna have to, call a spade a spade. I don't want to say your career is over, but if you're not going to agree to come back to play as a backup,
can he still play? Yes.
Yes.
But it has to be in the role of like Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
If all else fails, the season is in the tank, throw him in there. Or if the starter's out for like 3 or 4 games, bring him in there.
But his ego won't let him do that.
16 games or 17 games, no.
His ego won't let him be a backup.
Because when Cam was in his prime, the league wasn't what it is today. The league is 10 times faster today.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You got people like Michael Parsons, who are linebackers and corners, changing the game the way that they change it. And they can go sideline to sideline with the Lamar Jackson or anybody.
Yeah.
Cam is not that athletic anymore to where he can just run past corners and linebackers. So
right.
The game is caught up to him. Take the backup role or just leave it alone, bro.
I agree.
Yeah. But in the sense of, you're going to be a starter, I don't see it. And I love Cam. I've been telling y'all Cam is better than Vic, and y'all was killing me back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you know what? I remember that.
well, that's what
episode.
you were saying. But Vic was more accurate than he was. So
Way more accurate.
So
But Cam
what are you comparing?
No, I was
Athleticism?
saying
Come on.
as far as their careers, Cam accomplished more than Vic. Even if you look at the space, it's another topic. We're not going down.
I understand you're speaking careers, but we were just speaking on the athlete himself. And Cam Newton is not more athletic than Michael Vick. So what are you saying? You want to go off of numbers of a career where, Vic missed 3 years due to, dog fighting. Okay, yada, yada, yada.
And we went down
Able
this
to-
road, and I said, if you take 3 years of Cam off and compare to those, 8 years of Vic, it's still Cam has better numbers.
Okay, but here's where I combat your argument. You take those 3 years that he missed. Okay, take those surgeries that Cam Newton has. Michael Vick was able to sell on 2 different teams, maybe even 3 teams. Didn't he play for y'all? For the Jets?
Yeah, he did.
Right.
He played for us too.
Right. So as far as the quarterback stands, I disagree with you on that. I don't care about career numbers and all that stuff you put in there, but as far as the quarterback stands, give me Vic.
All right. It's a Falcon thing for you.
It's not a Falcon thing. It's a player thing. He went to the Eagles and played, and I still was a Michael Vick fan, and he excelled.
Go look at the numbers. Vic,
All right, listen.
MVP, been to the Super Bowl, multiple Pro Bowls, more than Vic.
Right.
Vic,
And I still choose Vic over him.
Vic was dynamic. He had a Madden cover though. It's
But I
cool.
still take Vic over him.
Listen, I hear what y'all saying.
Yo.
About, Cam and all that, but the
That's
only Cam
crazy.
I'm acknowledging right now is Cameron when he played against Mario Chalmers. But we're gonna get into that on the next segment. Aaron Rodgers. We have yet to see him go to the New York Jets, as TJ would say, the Bombers or what?
Oh, no, the New York
Fight-
paper planes.
Paper planes. But there's been a holdup with compensation as far as the Packers and the Jets. The Packers, I guess they want a first rounder, which is crazy, being is that, this guy is 38 or 39 years old, plus he only might play 1 year. So there's been a holdup with that, but I think the Packers might want to try to get whatever they can before the draft because it's coming up.
Right.
So, and I get it. The Packers want to get what they can, what they can for him. But if I'm the Jets, I'm like, yo, look, check this out. I'll give you what I can give you, but I'm not giving you nothing crazy because unlike Russell Wilson or any of these other quarterbacks, he's at the tail end of his career, possibly his last year.
Right.
So there's been a stalemate with that, but hopefully it gets done. I'm upset that we traded Elijah Moore because despite the nonsense in the locker room, I think he was a really good receiver for us. But he's going off to Cleveland.
I would have took him too.
Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
Good receiver or whatever. But there's possibility that we might get Odell Beckham. I've been hearing rumblings of that. He might come to New York, which we looking at an all-star team. We start collecting all these pieces, so we better win something.
Well, you gotta get Aaron Rodgers first.
Yes, that's the main piece.
Yeah, if you can get him, then y'all competing in the AFC
Yeah.
East. Right now, it's the Dolphins, in my opinion.
Over the Bills,
right? Yes.
in the division.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody else said that on the radio. I can't remember who, so I can't give credit. But somebody else was saying that they picked the Dolphins because if Tua is healthy in that division, the Dolphins might be the best team in that division over
Right
the
now.
Bills.
Yeah, right now. That's assuming, right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
if y'all don't get Aaron
Assuming help,
Rodgers.
assuming help
Yeah.
too.
Right.
Josh Allen is too inconsistent.
Yeah.
And then, you got them 2 weapons on the outside. And then, although he might not be the same player, they got Jalen Ramsey this offseason.
Right. That's a big difference as far as defense go. I mean,
Yeah.
they had a good defense pretty much before that. So
And they still got
a
Howard.
lockdown
Yeah.
corner.
You got Xavier on the other side.
Yeah.
But like Norm alluded to before, man, the Bills could possibly go down after this season. They don't go anywhere because now you're looking at the head coach situation.
Yeah.
So
You got to blame somebody at some point.
right.
Yeah.
And you're not going to blame your 25, 26-year-old quarterback.
Right.
You're going to say, well, we need a different philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all think this Jets thing happens before the draft or after the draft?
If I'm the Packers, I would hope it comes before the draft, so that way we can make our whatever picks that we're gonna get this year. We can make them this year.
Which
that can help.
It's the 13th pick y'all got?
We got the 13th pick, but the Packers GM said that the 13th pick doesn't necessarily have to be included in the deal. But they would what they're looking for is future first round picks.
Oh no.
Just in case the Jets fall off a cliff in about another year or two. So that's what they're looking for.
If I'm y'all, if it's me, I'm thinking the Jets need to get this done before the draft because you got to think about the quarterbacks that are get taken away in the draft too. And if that happens and you don't get Aaron Rodgers, now you're quarterbackless, so to say.
So what if y'all give him this 13th pick this year and keep the ones in the future?
No, I'd rather
because
keep.
Look, if Aaron Rodgers plays 1 year and you give him this pick for this year, you're all right, and you can still got next year, the year after that, future picks.
Yeah.
But if you mortgage the future and he decides to leave, now you lost the future and Aaron Rodgers.
And then that's where the stalemate comes because the 13th pick would help us with the offensive line. We need an offensive line to keep Aaron Rodgers clean so that he can thrive. Aaron Rodgers never really been a true mobile quarterback, so to put him behind an offensive line that's kind of shaky, it defeats the purpose. So we were thinking about drafting one of these offensive linemen and giving them a second round on condition. So I think one of the things they were saying this week was we'll give them a third, but it can go up to a first depending on if we make the playoffs, if we get to the Super Bowl, if we win the Super Bowl, it could possibly go to a first, which I don't mind that. Because just like the LA Rams, I'll take 1 year of a Super Bowl and then worry about the rest later. Just to say that, okay, my team won a Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. Give him the 13th and mortgage this year. If he leaves, you still got first rounds the next 2 years or whatever, even if you fall off the cliff without Rodgers or with Rodgers.
If possible.
But if you give him the future and he decides to walk, now you lost first round, so on and so forth. So
if you're able to do it, I say if you get Aaron Rodgers, if you're able to do it still, I would try to pull a quarterback out of the draft just so it could sit behind him.
Yeah.
You know,
Me
so
personally,
if he leaves, then you got a cushion.
Me personally, I wouldn't even went after Aaron Rodgers in the first place. The minute I found out Lamar was available, that's what I'm going after.
Right. Yeah, because he has nothing.
Yeah.
No contract, absolute, just sitting there idle.
Yeah. And speaking of Lamar, the fact that nobody's showing interest.
Well, it's the owners. They're all in cahoots.
It's a blackball situation.
You know, it's like we can't let a guy without an agent dictate how much he wants and a guaranteed contract.
But he isn't the first one with that doesn't have an agent though.
No, true. But knowing that we just gave out one guarantee, we didn't want that. Like we hated that the Browns did that.
Yeah, they ruined it.
And now we open Pandora's box.
You're right.
And we got to do whatever it takes to close it or damage control.
Yeah.
'Cause you got Herbert, you got Burrow, you got Hurts. If Tua plays well enough, he might get his name thrown in there for 100 plus.
Well, Burrow will probably be the one that's going to be that good cash cow this time.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah, he's going to break the bank.
And Herbert,
Hurts. Burrow, Hurts too. Hurts earned the right.
Hurts will definitely get his too.
So now you got guaranteed. They don't want that.
Yeah.
You Lamar deserves it, but him not having an agent also hurts him too.
They don't want it to be a case where it's like you get a guarantee, get a guarantee, everybody get a guarantee. They trying to avoid that, but
however many years they've stayed away from the fully guaranteed.
Yeah,
I just don't understand why wouldn't you want a player to dictate the money for him? I mean, the point of the to pay a player is because of the player. The agent doesn't do anything except have conversations and bend to their will. Basically, I'm sure that's what they want.
Right.
As far as negotiation goes,
there's certain conversations you'll have with an agent though that you wouldn't have.
That you wouldn't have with a player.
I understand
the
that.
agent is like the buffer because what Lamar is going through is what the agent does is they'll tell the agent, well, you know, your client is not good enough, or your client is unhealthy or whatever. He's hearing that firsthand.
Right.
But the agent is not going to tell you everything that they're telling you.
Right.
Yeah, he'll just tell you the good stuff.
The good
I was
stuff.
able to get this, and I
Yeah.
couldn't get
Right.
that.
Yeah, he's
But-
not going to tell you what they really think about you.
Yeah.
Right.
And now that he's hearing, oh, that's how y'all really think. That's why it's hard to mix business and personal, personal, because the Ravens, they think highly of you, but they also think a certain way about you as far as, with the injuries and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're not gonna be like, we're withholding $40 million because we
Yes.
think you might be hurt
Yeah.
multiple times in the next 5 years. They
Yes.
won't tell you. They'll tell the agent that.
But they're not, exactly.
But the agent,
So-
he's not gonna trickle down. He's not gonna tell that to you. He's gonna be like, look, just go out there, perform, stay healthy.
All right. Sticking with quarterbacks, the North Carolina or Carolina Panthers,
Yes, sir.
Or
Charlotte Panthers.
Or South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
They got the number 1 pick.
Yes, we do.
Now, speaking of Lamar, as a Panthers fan, would you trade that first overall pick, another first overall pick for next year, and pay Lamar to have him come to Carolina?
No.
So you in cahoots with the owners?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I was about to say they.
Well,
you
we
in
got
cahoots with the owners.
we
now.
got a lot of guys that they remember. David Tepper spent 5 or 7 draft picks in the first round, or in the whole draft on the defense. All young guys, Jeremy Chin, you name it. They're all coming up in
Yeah.
2-3 years. We will lose all of them. Now you got Lamar out there with some AAU squad or something. No.
That's what he got in Baltimore, though.
He's too expensive.
I don't know.
It's better if we just get Bryce or
CJ.
whoever.
Yeah.
I think we'll wind up getting CJ. I don't know if they're.
I don't even know if you get that. They got Will Levis ahead of him now, so
If y'all pick up Will Levis, man.
might be a diamond in the rough for
Bro,
you.
I might start rooting for the XFL.
It
I'm
might,
telling you
might
the
be a
truth.
diamond in the rough for you.
Yo,
man.
you
No.
look. You can always root for the Jets, man. We got space to bandwagons.
Never.
We added seats to the bandwagon.
Never.
Yeah, they got room on it. You know.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's a money thing though. I think just Lamar is too expensive. Would I love it? Yeah, but it's too expensive, man.
Can't make everybody happy, man.
yeah.
That's the problem with sports.
Yeah.
Trying to make fans and teammates and front office and trying to make everybody happy, and it's just impossible.
Yeah.
Would you take him?
Lamar?
Yeah.
Would
Granted, you guys are a bigger market. Would you, knowing that you could lose 3 or 4 of your top guys in free agency when they come up?
I wouldn't be disappointed in taking him, but looking at it from that standpoint, as a whole, I rather gain more by holding players I know and working with one position
Right.
versus having one position taken care of and have a bunch of bullet holes on my team.
Right. Because football is ultimate team sport.
Yeah.
You can have the high-powered offense, but if your defense gives up 30, you're right back to 0-0. It means
Yep.
nothing.
Well, we ain't got that problem because that defense is fixed, baby. That defense is ready this year. Yeah, I know you've been looking.
It's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough.
yeah. Well,
Okay, sticking with the quarterbacks. Which of the elite quarterbacks from the 2020 draft, I added an extra 20.
Yeah. 2020 twin.
Which one of those quarterbacks do you think first is going to get the most out of the extension between Burrow, Hurts, Tua, and Burrow, Hurts, Herbert, and Tua?
Burrow.
Yeah,
He'll get the
it's
most.
unanimous. Bro.
See, my thing with Herbert is that there's a lot of hype around him, but he hasn't done anything yet.
Well, he's just like Phillip Rivers right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just putting up a lot of numbers.
Right.
Or John Morant,
But granted, with
hate.
Granted, with Herbert, he's produced more with little. You know, his team has been battered. You know, probably about to lose the running back now. So you're really going to see what he's about. You know, The receivers were all banged up versus those other three guys that you named.
Yeah.
Minus Tua because, concussions and all. But
Yeah.
the other two guys ahead of him, Super Bowls.
Tua's had the most to work with.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It's probably Hubert's been the less of the group to have something to work with, but Tua, I can't say he's had less to work with because Jalen Hurts has offensive line, running backs, him running two receivers, and Burrow the same thing with 2-3 receivers, running back, tight end. I can't say that. But Hubert's definitely been the less of the group that's had to produce more with.
No. I'm agreeing with that. I'm saying Tua, to me, has had the most to work with
than Herbert.
Yeah,
he's
had better weapons around him.
Right.
Out of all of them,
I think so.
No,
not over.
Not all of them.
You got Tyreek and essentially a lottery pick on the other side, who is a speedster too.
But look at Higgins.
You got a good tight end.
Look at Higgins, Chase,
Boyd.
We didn't know them. Tyreek is
we knew Chase.
Yeah,
the only one.
No. Coming into the year, remember Jamar was thrashed by.
Oh yeah, because he kept he kept dropping balls.
Yeah, he just kept dropping passes.
Yeah, dropping passes.
But you knew
I like that better.
But you knew Higgins.
You know
he can be a one on somebody's team. You knew Higgins.
Yeah.
Boyd is the one that was dropping some balls. But but he's a two.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying,
you didn't have Hurst is the tight end.
Tyreek Hill compared to all these names at the time.
Tyreek.
At the time we're looking at Tyreek like this, and then you got Waddle coming out of college, and you of course you pick first rounder, top 15 pick. That's why I'm saying the most to work with. Jamar is he was a top 15, wasn't
he? Chase?
Yeah.
He was like top 10 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I'm saying the whole team that was built around Tua was perfect. It was top tier, and you just drop the quarterback in and you just say, okay, hopefully this works.
Yeah.
But the other guys, they had to somewhat develop their pieces. Keenan Allen is a little older.
Yeah.
I think they got Mike Williams. He's a little older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I get the Chargers argument. Cincinnati, who believes?
You're saying what you're saying is when they got drafted to the team.
To the team.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like
I get you.
Cincinnati is like, who knows Cincinnati? Nobody's talked about Cincinnati since Ocho and Carson Palmer.
Only for the last 2 years, yeah.
Right. So Burrow had to prove that. These guys are supposed to be here.
I got you now.
That's what I'm saying. Not Tyreek, but Tua had the most to work with starting off. You knew the name, you knew the talent, you knew all that.
But we want to include Tyreek because he just got him.
He just got there. But the defense was already set.
Right.
Prior to them getting rid of Minka and all that stuff.
Right. I got you.
But Tua probably has been a little disappointing because of his health.
Yeah.
But Burrow's going to get paid because it's consistent. Hurts, we may call it a fluke, right? Because it's just 1 year that he did this.
Yeah.
Herbert isn't quite consistent in the playoffs. But Burrow, because Burrow's been very, very consistent.
They went
Super
from
Bowl,
2-game win season, then to a 4-game win season, then now just Super Bowl contenders.
Super Bowl AFC.
Right.
Now, switching gears, speaking of someone that's going to get paid, Showtime Ohtani. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Dude is going to get paid this year. And you're talking about a modern day Babe Ruth. A guy that can strike you out and get hit. I don't think but then again, with the talent that's coming out nowadays, we might see another one in the next couple of years. But he's just wasting away out there with the Angels.
Braves champs 2023.
Just like that.
We're going to get another one.
Just like that.
We got the best dugout right now. We get best bullpen, whatever name it all. We going to get another one.
But hold on, what happened last year?
Look, this is what I say with that, and y'all don't tell me if you agree. I'm pretty sure you agree, but you'll have analytics and everything else to come with it. So, when a team plays one team to win the division, right? Okay, and it's like you punish yourself when you win and you take a break.
Mm-hmm.
When there's other teams that are playing to get in and they continues to keep playing on through and they have the momentum going. So like when we beat the Phillies and won the division, we had to sit there and wait, rest. You know what I'm saying? Wait. I mean, not the Phillies, the Mets. We played the Mets and to win and won the division. The Phillies had to play to get in. So when they won, and we were waiting, the Phillies is coming off a playing the series, and their momentum is still going. Now we have to get back into it, and the Phillies came and ran through us. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, sometimes getting that top tier and you having to wait, it hurts. It'll hurt you versus a team
that was the most elaborate way of coming up with excuses that I've ever heard. that was
or
crazy.
just
all that just
while you're waiting for the other team, just stay out of Magic City.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you're telling us is we got drunk and we did what we had to do and we wasn't prepared.
They had some of them lemon pepper loos. You know what I mean?
Stay out of Magic City, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to do something to pass the time, man.
But listen, I'm not making excuses with the Yankees.
The who?
The Yankees. Houston is our kryptonite.
Or Boston?
That was a long time ago, but Houston is our kryptonite. We cannot beat Houston to save our lives.
Well, Dodgers were ours at first, but we done got rid of that. So
I forgot. Oh, you ain't got no baseball.
I don't have a dog in the fight. I can't watch a game for 3 hours. Man.
But see, with the new
or the new
changes,
pitch count, whatever.
Listen.
He's a Greensburg grasshopper.
Neither that.
He's a Charlotte Knight.
Neither that.
With the new rule change, the games are not, as
you shave 15 minutes off, maybe 20 minutes.
No, a half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yeah.
They said the average time of a game has been shaved at half an hour.
Yeah, it was like 3, so now
it was like 2
something.
Yeah, I'm not staying up till 3 in watching people pitch.
Nah, listen. This is what we gonna do.
That's how it be these days, man.
We gonna get them out to a Greensboro Grasshopper game, and
Nah. Don't knock me. I'll watch the game in person.
Yeah, word.
But I'm not watching it on TV.
So you'll go to a game.
Yeah, I've been to baseball games.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
But I just don't care.
Can't watch it on TV.
I don't care to follow it all year.
Oh yeah. Well, it's too many games.
Yeah, we're talking about 200 games maybe.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
2 days. And they just played 3. They just played at noon. Why they played again? I don't got no dog in that fight, bro.
All right. Well,
Go Braves.
Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the Yankees on deck. Aaron Judge, he hit a home run first. Anyway, listen.
I like him, though. I like Aaron Judge.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to get into basketball.